Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I am so excited. I recently purchased the Simply Posh Cosmetics Genuine Gems palette. If you didn't know, Simply Posh Cosmetics is the brand that created the Fairy Tale Fairies palette, and I loved that palette. I use that palette all the time, and I actually have a review on that palette, so I will link that video up at the corner for you. As far as this palette goes, this is what it looks like, and this is what I'm working with today. You get a lot of beautiful tones in here. It's a lot of jewel tones, which are absolutely beautiful. Personally, I love the center shades in here. They're like kind of neutrals. They lean kind of neutrals. I love the purples, and these blues are absolutely beautiful. You also get some nice kind of greeny shades. I love the shade names in here as well. This palette is just beautiful, and I'm so excited to play with it today. My plan is to do 3 looks with this palette. Hopefully I can get that done for you. I want to do a more colorful look. I also want to do a more neutral look because I love the neutrals that are in here. Let's start with the close-up and the swatches. This palette's layout is set so that each column is a look you can do, but you can also mix and match the looks. It doesn't really matter. I'm gonna swatch this row by row because I feel like that will actually give you the way this palette is laid out. So from top to bottom, we have tourmaline, luxurious, amethyst, ruby, precious, garnet, amber, rare, topaz, citrine, carrot, bronzite, jade, clarity, emerald, blue topaz, brilliance, and sapphire. I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyelids with the Gerard Cosmetics Clean Canvas, and we can get started on look number 1. Alright, I've zoomed you in, so let's get started on the eye looks. I'm gonna start over here with this blue topaz shade, and I'm gonna put that towards the end of this eye and just kind of pack and kind of blend slightly. I love Simply Posh's formula. I think they have a really good matte formula. They are also talc free, which is very impressive. And to slightly blend this out, I'm gonna take this shade called Jade on the same brush, just kind of tap off the excess of the blue. This is like a minty color, and I'm putting this like over that blue to kind of blend it out, make it look nice, you know. This is actually looking beautiful, and I love where that minty jade color took it. I think that's very pretty. I'm gonna take a blending brush and kind of just blend this all together. I kind of have a vision. I'm gonna take this shade called Amber, and I'm gonna pop that sort of like in the inner portion. See how that works? Oh yeah, that's working beautifully. And just to deepen this up a little more, I want to take this shade on the bottom called Sapphire and put that on the end here. Like, do you see how well these shades are blending together? It's incredible to me. And then I'm gonna take my NYX glitter primer. This is just something I use to really control where my shimmers go. I'm just gonna take that on this Elf & Duncan brush all over my lid, kind of going a little past my crease because I really like my shimmers to show up even with my eyes slightly open. So I'm just taking that all over my lid. Now I kind of want to throw on a ton of shimmers but I still want you to be able to see the colors underneath. I'm gonna take my finger and I'm gonna go into the shade called Balance, and I'm gonna put that on the end of my eye. Just like, look how pretty those shimmers in this palette are. That's gonna go right on the end of my eye. I don't know if I want to just do the blue and the gold or if I want to throw in some green. I think I am. So I'm gonna go into the shade called Clarity right here, just with my finger. A beautiful minty shimmer. I love the name of this one, Clarity. And I'm gonna pack that right in the center of my lid, kind of blending it with that beautiful Brilliance shade. Just kind of packing that right on the center. Simply Posh's shimmer formula is incredible. I was blown away with the first palette, which I believe it was the Cozy Cabin palette, but I do have a few of their palettes that just have shimmers in them, and I love them. So I'm now going to take the shimmer right here in the center called Carrot. It is absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to take that with a brush. Hopefully it picks up nicely with a brush. It seems like it did. And I am just patting this right in that inner corner. That's beautiful. I love that so much. And I'm just going to kind of blend those two shades, the clarity shade with the carrot shade. I think this is the perfect shade name for this color because it's so sparkly and pretty. I really like that. I'm just going in with the blending brush and kind of just further blending these shades together. So I'm going to pop on some lashes and I will be right back. And this is the look finished with lashes. Oh my goodness, this is absolutely stunning. I love how I used that mint color to kind of blend that blue out more. It kind of added more dimension. The gold in the inner portion is stunning, and this look just like it popped up in my head when I looked at this palette, and I'm so glad it did. It is very pretty. The shimmers, oh my god, they have such a good shimmer formula. Their mattes are super buttery and they blend out like a dream. This look just needed a good lash. So I'm wearing the Kiss Pompadours right now and I love it. I think it's beautiful and I can't wait to start on look number 2. Let's get started on look number 2. So for look number 2, I kind of want to play with the neutral side of this palette, which is that center. So I'm going to take the shade called Topaz, which is this one right here. What is your favorite gemstone or crystal? I would love to know. This palette is a gemstone themed palette. We gotta talk about it. I am putting this Topaz shade all over my crease. It doesn't have to be perfect, but going on there. And it's currently raining right now. There is a tropical storm heading directly towards Miami, so that's fantastic and I love that for me. So now that that's laid down, I'm gonna take the shade Citrine in a fluffy blending brush just to like further blend this out. And this is what I'm talking about, these shades just blend so like seamlessly. Like you don't have to put a lot of effort to blend these shades out. They kind of just do the work for you, which is nice. I really appreciate it. I like that you get neutrals in here because in the Fairy Tale Fairies you get no neutrals, so I like that you have that option with this specific palette. Really enjoy that aspect of it. And so far I love the tones. I think it's perfect for the fall time. Fall doesn't always have to be like, you know, oranges and browns. You can throw in some jewel tones in there as well, and for me I think that's fall as well, although I know not everyone's gonna agree, but like just look at how pretty these tones are and tell me they're not fall tones. So I'm going to take my packing brush and I'm going to dip into this shade called Bronzite right here. I'm going to pack this on the end of the eye right here just to deepen it up further. I love that the pans are little gems. I think that's so cute as well, and I'm just obsessed with this brand. I feel like they're gonna do great things. You know, they already are doing great things, but like even greater things. And they are a very small business, but I can just feel the disruption that they are causing in the beauty space, because so far I've loved everything I've tried from the brand. Every palette has been beautiful in a way that I just am shocked. Fall on an eye look, I said it. And I don't exactly know how I'm gonna use the reds. Might not be able to use every shade, honestly, but we can get close. Putting my NYX glitter primer. Ooh, that was a lot of NYX glitter primer. And I'm just putting this about halfway on my crease. I mean, on my lid. I'm putting my Clinique topping right where that brown sort of starts. And I could be taking a risk, but we're gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna take the shade called Precious, and I'm scared. I am scared because this is red, but it has some like golden shimmer to it. I feel like it's really gonna complement this eye look. Now the red definitely does stain, so be aware of that, but it's still very pretty and I still think it looks really nice with this look. I am gonna take the shade Carrot now and apply that right towards the inner. I'm using a brush to get in there because, you know, if you know, you know, my nails don't allow me. So I'm using a brush to get close up in there. Tell me this look doesn't scream Thanksgiving. It does. It really, really does. I don't know if this is gonna work the way I think it will in my head, but I'm gonna take the shade called Garnet and kind of see if I can deepen up the outer corner with the shade just a little while adding some more red tones to this look. And I think it's working perfectly. Now I think I'm gonna pop on a lash and then we can see which one of these I'm going to take off. But I'm definitely gonna need to wear some cohesive looks today. So here is look number 2. We have Fire and Ice. I believe, like, it looks really cool. I really like the combination of colors on this eye. I like the combination of colors on both eyes. Honestly, this one is just so pretty. This one is very, very Thanksgiving fall, and the blend is beautiful. You can see the brown, you can see the like red to the brown to the like golden orangey color to the light citrine color. You can really see that, and I think it's beautiful to look at. The duochrome shimmers on the lid is something I can't get over, but I am going to take it off now and we can get started on look number 3. Alrighty, I have my eye primed. Let's get started with look number 3. I really want to play with the purples. Purples are calling my name. So the first shade I'm gonna take is Tourmaline right here. It's that bright purple, and I'm just gonna take that, the same brush that it is spot cleaned. Just blending this all on my crease, kind of trying to wing it out on the end a little as well. It's a very pretty kind of like Barney purple, and kind of bring whatever's left into the inner portion here. Perfect with the blend. I will blend it out more with, I'm going to take a fluffy brush. This one is also spot cleaned, but I am just going to further blend this Barney purple on the crease. And now I'm going on that same purple row, and I'm going to take this shade called Amethyst, and I'm going to pat this right on the outer corner. It's a deeper purple shade, kind of also like not as warm as the first purple we laid down called Tourmaline. Amethyst is more of a cooler toned purple, which I think is very fitting for amethyst. I do have an amethyst crystal right here where my plants are, so my plants can be fulfilled and happy. I think plants love crystals in my opinion, and I think they're quite healing for the plants, you know? And I'm just bringing this deeper amethyst shade kind of in, also winging it out, blending those two together. Purple is my favorite color to put on my eyes, like ever. Now I'm going to take my NYX glitter primer, and sort of like how I did with the last look, I am going to apply it just until I get to that purple, maybe kind of overlap it just a little bit, but more so just dragging it from that point to the inner portion, because I want the shimmers to be visible only there. I don't want to touch the dark amethyst color, but I want you to be able to see the shimmers that I'm about to put down. Now I don't know which one of these to take off. This purple look is calling my name. For shimmer, I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade called Luxurious, and this is going on the outer portion here. Oh, that is beautiful. Wow. I feel like putting this all over your lid would be a perfect look all on its own, but I want to take it just one step further. Of course I do. And I want to go into this shade right here called Rare. I think those tones are going to look really nice with what I already have going on. I'm going to take that on the brush because, as I said earlier, my fingernails don't allow me to do what I want to do. That is so pretty. Going back into that shade Tourmaline and just further trying to blend the shimmers with the mattes, trying to get this to look as seamless as I can. I also feel that this palette complements Fairy Tale Fairies like a lot, so if you want you can use both of those together, and I feel like that would be absolutely stunning as well. So I'm going to apply my lash and then see which one of these I'm going to take off. And here is look number 3 completed. I love the way both of these looks came out. I love the way all 3 of the looks came out, but I think the purple is my favorite. I love how cohesive it looks, and I love how the purple's blended together. I don't think it looks like it's too much or too over the top. I think it looks absolutely stunning. So I think I'm going to take this one off, even though this color mixture is also very pretty. And I'm going to do this look on this eye. So what did I think of the Genuine Gems palette from Simply Posh Cosmetics? This palette is so beautiful. The color story in here, I feel like it's just perfect for the season we're in, perfect for the holiday season. I feel like if you're new to makeup and you aren't that experienced in it, this palette lays it out very easily for you, so you are gonna easily create a beautiful look. Now, I love that this palette is talc free, it's cruelty free. The formula is incredible. I love the purple look that I have going on today. The formula is very comparable to the Fairy Tale Fairies palette. I think that palette really complements this palette. I love both of those formulas. I think the shimmers are incredible, the duochromes are intense, and the mattes are easily blendable. I love all 3 looks I created, but definitely let me know which one was your favorite down in the comments. I would love to know. There are some pressed pigments in here, so do expect some staining with these shades, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I can't wait to use this palette again and just continue playing with the gorgeous jewel tones in here. I love jewel tones, I love crystals and gemstones, so I knew I had to pick this one up. I actually got it for 10% off during their Halloween sale, and I think they're currently having a Black Friday sale, so definitely check it out. I don't know how long that sale is gonna last. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel down below. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye! So this palette features a beautiful, I love the, I don't know what I'm gonna do on the lower, and I want to use the red, but I feel like that's gonna be too fall. We have a video where my lash doesn't want to like unstick from my eye. Say my name, say my name. Love when my lashes are just like But I still think that if I can't wait to reuse this palette